Hey everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. I hope you're happy and well wherever you are. And I really want to have this talk with you guys today because some really crazy things have been going on and just people have been coming with some very real fears. Okay, so I want to do my best to try to give my thoughts on a situation of spirituality and, what's going on with some people in this realm of spirituality. Okay. So what I mean by that is there are many people out there who hold many different beliefs with regards to their spirit guides or what they're talking to or how they're encompassing the universe into their lives, right? There are some people that wear certain clothing. There are some women that wear dresses and crowns and all of this for whatever reason, and to each their own, okay? There are some people who only dress a certain way. There are some people who stop smoking and drinking and partying and don't like anybody else who does it. This is in spirituality communities, etc. Now, I'm here to speak about it because obviously a lot of you see me as someone who is guided or gifted or whatever it is that you think, okay? But I want you guys to know that I am exactly like you are. Okay, I don't hold myself on a pedestal. I don't think I'm better than any one of you. And I've always taught that we're all the same. We've just got to tap into our actual abilities, right? And I know that sometimes people, when they meet me or they've met me in person and I'm just wearing normal, ordinary clothes or whatever, I guess they were expecting me to be in a certain way. However, I'm just completely myself. When they first heard me cuss or swear, say shit or whatever, people are like, oh my God, no, I'm not perfect, guys. That's the whole thing, We shouldn't have to be perfect with what we believe. We shouldn't have to be perfect as we're going through our journey of life. There are stuff that's going to come up and we're not going to understand it, and we're going to be angry or we're going to be upset and we're going to have off days. That doesn't make you lesser of a spiritual person. Now, I'm just talking about there's some people out there that are now creating in spirituality, which is your choice, your freedom, right? They are creating some kind of rules here that we have to go by. No, we don't, okay? We don't. What we're doing is we're all experiencing a journey of our own. Whatever makes you feel happy or good about yourself is what you should be following. If that means that on a Saturday night you want to go out with your friends and have a few drinks or smoke some weed or whatever it is that you want to do, right? Is that really bringing you happiness? Then I say, go for your life. The universe isn't going to say, well, gee, you've got a lot to grow up and you've got a lot to learn and you've got a lot to change about yourself. Because the idea here is when you're ready to change and when you're ready to follow your own path more completely, then losing the partying and all of that sort of stuff, and you change who you want to be around because it's your choice, right? When you come to Divine Miracles or, you talk to me on the phone, there's no judgment whatsoever because I've had that my entire life. Myself. I have that when I'm on YouTube. I have that when I'm on anything because people perceive me in a certain way or think I'm going to be a certain way or assume that I'm a certain way, I go through terrible trials just like anybody else does. I've gone through complete heartache and pain and upset and everything, losing people in my life, not being able to have one of my children live with me throughout throughout his growing up, just terrible separation from family members, outcast, living on the street, beat up beyond all recognition, I have had it all. And I'm not even going into my childhood yet because one day I'm going to explain to you guys what sort of happened to me, okay? There was a few horrendous things that happened throughout my life. But I don't sit there and tell you guys every little thing about myself, you know, because I learned to get out over things. Like things happen to me, what my feeling is things happen to me so that I can share my experience and help you guys through it, you know, or show you a way which you can take your power back, show you a way which you can be strong, show you a way, hey, this is what, you know, you need to focus on a little bit differently and then this will change. But it's up to you to do it, you know. Can't make any of you do anything you don't want to do, and I don't want to be that person. So if you're into spirituality and you're just learning, you know, and suddenly you're coming across all these rules that you need to quit all this stuff, no, those are all choices you make later on if you want to, right? If you're not hurting anybody intentionally, right, then it can't be a wrong thing for you. The universe is not going to outcast somebody who parties on the weekend, right? Or you've done something wrong, or you feel like you've done this big major thing, whatever, you know, you pick yourself up, you start again. Okay, I had many years where I partied on weekends. I used to smoke weed, whatever. You know, sometimes I still do smoke weed occasionally, right? But I don't sit there pretending that I'm something that I'm not, you know, and creating some kind of atmosphere where you guys feel like you're having to be in a certain way. If I am doing that, I really, really apologize, because that is not where I'm coming from with what I do, right? I am always trying to, you know, help you to feel comfortable in who you are first and have total acceptance of who you are. But I have seen some posts, you know, where it's almost like you're going to get called out if you do this. You know, someone's going to tell you off because they're spiritual. They're going to make you understand where you're going wrong. And I've seen some things and I'm just shocked, right? So I wanted to come out there with it, because there's people that have written to me about Doreen Virtue. Now she's a Christian. Now she's renouncing all of her work. Well, you know, whatever she does, she does. I don't like the fact that she's now, you know, victim, like just like being real vindictive towards spirituality, which she made a whole lot of money out of, you know. But now she's turning away from that to whatever else, and I feel that she's doing that because she's scared, you know, but that's her thing. Like really, I always try to individualize myself, you know, make myself walk my own path, you know what I mean? And trying to help you guys to do the same thing. But there are no rules here. You can learn as fast or as slow as you want. You can make as many mistakes as you need to. You can do whatever you want to do in your life, as long as it's bringing happiness and your intentions in the right spot. That's never going to be frowned upon by the universe. You do not have to wear clothes that suddenly are going to make you an amazing, you know, priestess or something, you know. You don't have to wear white when you're healing unless you want to. You know, do you really want to wear white when you're healing? Go for it. If it brings in, if it makes you feel like you're protected or something, awesome. Should you then tell everybody you must do this? No. I think everybody should have a choice. I used to wear professional clothing when I would go and see my clients or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm not even comfortable in this stuff. This is not me. You know, I'm a rock chick. This is what I am. I wear ripped jeans. I wear, you know, denim shorts. I wear motorcycle t-shirts and, you know, music bands. You know, I am who I am. I didn't used to do this. I used to always have to maintain some kind of professional image when I was selling oils or doing other things like in corporate life, etc. Of course, you've got to wear corporate clothing because they're telling you to. But in my own business, I do whatever I want. You know, I wear what I want. I accept myself for who I am, which was one huge thing for me. It's probably a huge thing for almost everybody. Feeling confident in yourself, wearing what you want to wear, changing your hair color if you want to. You know, wow, you know, it's fun. You know, maybe some people should try it. You know what I mean? Like instead of sitting there, yeah. But you know, there are people that are sending negative energy out to other spiritual people. You know, whatever. It's not good. It's not good. I wanted to just clear it because I have so many people that write. I have so many people that are confused. Then I saw some posts myself where it was like all of a sudden spirituality is becoming a freaking religion. No, it's not. I don't even like the word spirituality because it's like a it's like it's placed in some kind of category as well. I don't know what to call what it is. Freedom, free belief, whatever it is. Ways in which you can improve your life. Ways in which other people don't like you improving your life and are trying to tear it down because they like you back where you were. Because there's going to come a point, there will come a point in your life when you're going to be like, you're not wanting to do the things that you did in the past not because it doesn't make you feel good or something, but you're picking up energies from everywhere else. You're becoming more sensitive. You feel like you need to focus on a goal, but you should be able to do that if you want to do that, not because someone's telling you you must do that. I remember someone saying, I went to a course years and years ago in person, and the person said, your energy's not right for that. No, you've got a whole lot of stuff to do before you do that. And I was like, whoa, who says that to somebody? If someone came to me and said, my energy is not right, I want to be a healer, but my energy is not right, I would be very concerned about where they got that idea from. We can all use improvement, we can all learn, we can all change, we can all grow, etc. But that doesn't mean that there was something wrong with us to begin with. We were just in a different lifestyle, we were in a different state of mind, right? It doesn't matter what you do in your private life, okay? As long as, obviously, the only thing that would have some kind of repercussion to you karmically is if you're purposely damaging somebody, purposely damaging children, animals, whatever, purposely hurting people. Obviously, you're going to get karmic back at you. That's the law of the universe. That's how things work, right? But if you're just your intentions are from a good place, if your heart is in the right place, if you're not meaning to, do any damage to anybody, maybe something happens, you shouldn't be condemned for the rest of your life. I don't think so. If you do things that society doesn't like, and if you say for example you're drinking every single day, right? Surely there's some kind of self-hate there, right? It's not a good thing for you, and you already know that, okay? But you shouldn't go to someone for help and then be condemned for it, or made to do this, or made to do that, unless you want to. If you're seeking assistance and the assistance comes and you don't take it, that's up to you as well, right? So I feel like we all just need to just take a step back and just accept ourselves for a minute. Don't always feel guilty about everything that you do. And if someone is telling you that, you must dress in a certain way, or you must behave in a certain way, or whatever, I would run as fast as you can away from that. I mean, I've told you that when I wrote my book, even Archangel Michael said it himself. If something is making you feel like you must behave in a certain way and give up things, in your life, or people in your life, or whatever, in order to belong to something, if they're saying you must give up everything that you own and give it to us, and then you can belong. Well, I would run away if I were you, right? Your spiritual sanctuary is within yourself. Whatever it is that you do in your life, smoke weed, drink, party, gamble, whatever it is that you do in your life, you already know whether you like it or not, or whether you want to change it or not. You should not be made to feel like you are less than good enough because you've got a problem going on, or you feel like there is, or something like that. You shouldn't feel less than. And if you turn to somebody for assistance, they shouldn't make you feel like you're wrong. They should try to help you to say, okay, maybe this is going on, or maybe this is happening because this has happened. Or let's have a look back into your life. Like, what happened back then? And what made you turn this way? And how are you feeling? Because it's the feeling inside of somebody that needs to change. Not so much the action right away. That'll come when the feeling feels better. Like when you start feeling better about yourself, you're naturally not going to want anything that's damaging you anymore, right? But you shouldn't also be made to feel like you're nothing because of your lifestyle, or because of the things that you've done in the past, or, because you're here for help. You know, you should feel accepted. And I, for one, will accept any single one of you for whatever you are, wherever you've been, whatever's happened, you know, in your life. You know, that's my energy. That's what you know, who I am. You know, and some people put me on a pedestal. I can't help that. If you're seeing me as way up high or whatever, and I think that's lovely, you know, but I am a human being after all. And I'm not going to be perfect all of the time, you know, certainly not. And I go through my own clearing. I go through my own heartache. I go through times when I'm furious at the universe. Like, come on, you know, when's something going to happen? And I get all, wah, you know, just like anybody else. And then I go, okay, well, I know that that's not helping me, and I know that's not getting me to where I need to be. But why did I have that reaction? So I start, you know, analyzing and working on myself. And these are the things that I want to show you guys. Like, you don't have to do them. Please don't think that you have to, you know. Don't think that you have to listen to anything. Go to other channels and listen to their message and something, whatever resonates with you, you know. That's what I think. Whatever resonates with you is what you should listen to. But if someone's telling you how to dress and that you need to get rid of, you know, habits that you have in the beginning of things, and that's up to you to do that, you know. And I don't think that in the spiritual community that we should be labeling ourselves as having rules, because then we're just some kind of freaking institution again, you know. Excuse me. And that can't happen. I don't want that. If spirituality is somehow some kind of religion, I'm out. I'm just gonna call it something else, okay? Because I don't want to be in some kind of man-made, indoctrined philosophy that I must follow, otherwise I'm going to suffer. You know, no way. That's not what it is. That's not what the universe teaches. That's not what Jesus, God, or any of them teach. It's all about unconditional love, and the unconditional love that the universe has for us, and the unconditional love that we're supposed to see for ourselves. And that means you don't have to be perfect. No way. No one can be perfect. That also means that you're always learning, you're always growing, you're always changing, you're always shifting something out of your life. You may react to certain things, you know, harshly at times. You know, you may react, then you may work it out, you know. Doesn't matter what it is that you do. All right, the only thing that I have a problem with is, you know, people sending negative energy towards me, or they're putting all their, you know, just whatever. They're sending negative energy. Okay, there it is. Just sending all their negative energy or whatever. It doesn't work though, because it's always cleared away from me. I always work on myself, you know. So if people are sending negative energy, it's kind of wasting your time, because it's only going to come back like to you, you know, threefold, whatever, you know. It's actually funny that people waste their time here. You know, I get some people that I've had to ban from Divine Miracles because they're just sending me doctrines, you know, from the Bible. You know, I lived in 3 religious communities. I have a Baptist for a dad. You know, I was raised that way. I was baptized. There's nothing that I really don't know about the Bible. But there's one thing that I do know, is that we're not supposed to be here judging everybody. Even if you believe in the Bible, you're not supposed to be sitting there judging everybody. Isn't that supposed to be God's job if you look at the Bible? Well, you know, people are still doing this, whatever. Waste your time all you like sending me negative energy, if that's, you know, what whoever's listening or whatever is doing that. What I'm trying to say is, with all of this message, is that we have our own, you know, belief system, and we have our own way in which we've come to whatever it is we're at now. Our universalism, our, you know, spirituality, whatever. We've come to it in our way. And people who are judging us and they're calling themselves spiritual are wrong. You know, that's wrong. You should not be made to feel that. You should be feeling comfortable. If you have friends that are judging you because you've had some kind of epiphany in your life, You know, they may not have that awakening yet. Just send them love, but keep doing what you're doing. You know, and this is the whole thing with haters and jealousy and upset and all this stuff. It's all lower vibration. Send it love. Keep doing what you're doing anyway, you know. When you're ready, and when you're ready for a complete life turnaround, there will be nothing that stops you. There will be nothing that stops you, okay? You'll be ready. And then you can seek out help and assistance and whatever and talk about it or whatever. But don't let anyone, spiritual or otherwise, tell you how and make you feel bad or make you feel like you must conform to something, okay? Because that is really, truly not a freedom. It's not something that you want to go for. I wouldn't have thought, you know. So I just wanted to put this out there, you know, that if there are people out there that are confused and unsure because they've been to something and they were made to feel a certain way, there's freedom here, okay? And you should always feel free to choose your life path and what you're doing without feeling judged, because we do it enough to ourselves on every level. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to wake up in the morning as a fresh new day and see what that day is going to bring for you, you know. One bit by bit, you start to get your own routine going on, and no one should diss that. And if they are, move your energy away from it, you know. Don't allow that to be part of your energy anymore, okay? So I hope that this has come across in the right way, that you feel freedom in yourself and your beliefs and your spirituality. And I am always going to be here in some capacity to help guide and uplift and tell you that you're okay just how you are, right? That you're perfect just how you are. If you want to change things, enhance things, tweak things, whatever, do it when you're ready, okay? So until the next time, many blessings and bye for now. Bye.